Greetings, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the wonderful city of Tokyo. In this episode, I will pick off where I left off yesterday, which is talking about the baby. All right, I'm finally on the riverside here. How you doing, everybody? There's a lot to celebrate in the Only in Japan community. Yesterday was just one of the most extraordinary days in the history of my life. But I think yesterday is going to go down in the history books for a lot of other reasons. It's one of the earliest days in the history of the cherry blossoms that the season started yesterday, which was like 12 days earlier than normal. And I'm right in front of, the reason why I wanted to come here was I'm right in front of a sakura tree. Check this out. I really wish that a lot of you could make it here to cherry blossom seasons, but that's Some Yoshino version of cherry blossoms. That's it. Check it out. They are blooming now in Tokyo, or at least they're starting to. There's about 4 or 5 of them on this tree, but you can see the buds. We're so close. That's such a beautiful thing. And the baby yesterday was born on the same day as the cherry blossoms being announced as the season starting. There's just like so many things that were amazing that happened. Again, it was not that many, but that's not the point. The season started. There is like one. You see it where the light's hitting it? Those are gonna bloom in about 36 hours. Ah, it's so beautiful. The Barters is here. Thank you. Welcome, Ryan K as well. And Raj, welcome, new traveler. I'm here on the side of the riverside of the Sumida River here in Tokyo to talk about the baby and everything that happened over the last 36 hours now. Oh my gosh, it's moving so quickly. Time is. These are all cherry blossom trees that we're walking underneath, and I'm gonna settle in over there on the corner. And if you're lucky, you might even see a picture. I'll show you a picture, okay? I'm not gonna hold a picture ransom. Kanai is in the hospital. She's on the mend. The delivery was actually pretty quick comparatively, because we've had friends that had 48-hour, like 2 days of labor. It was really harsh. And I have to be honest with you, I was scared because I've seen too many movies maybe, and things can go not so well in pregnancy, but was just very, very lucky that everything did go really well. Carlos Mitchell, how you doing, buddy? I don't have an address. I've been getting a lot of comments. Carlos said, I got your email. I don't have an address for people to send things to, and I don't think we really have a lot of space either. We've been getting a lot of secondhand stuff from friends that are done with having their babies, and that in itself is a huge blessing. But check it out. Look at this view. We have a perfect day. Just like everything has just come together, hasn't it? All right, let me sit in the sun here, get some vitamin D. We can sit down and talk a little bit. Wow, TDSDR, thank you. Let me get the microphone here, sorry. Hold on a second. This is the mic. So I'm gonna put you down here and we're gonna have a little bit of a discussion. One of the things that we're now thinking about, and I'm gonna go visit Kanai again at 3 o'clock today, is the name. And I asked you all if you would be able to provide me with a name to try to help me out here. I wanted to get to know, thank you so much for the congratulations. Oh, look, Chan is here, Manessa Lillian. I understand why you gave me a face when I mentioned making more babies. Yeah, I did a pretty good job. Kanai actually did most of the work, but a pretty good job of hiding it. But what I learned over this is that I can keep a secret. That's important. So I can actually keep a secret for more than 9 months. I'm gonna share some of the stuff that I learned as well. Guys, wow, look at this. I have to thank everybody. Second breakfast. Welcome back, guys. Air to the Ron. Your sleep schedule is crazy. It is right now. I didn't get to bed till like 4 o'clock. I was packing and cleaning and trying to make sure that everything is safe and nice for when Kanai comes back. Don't let anyone give you a hard time about an old dad. I'm not. I still feel like I'm 24. Congrats, John and Kanai. Thank you. Who's that from? Aulius. Thank you so much. Oh, that's so kind of you. Oyama giving out our first ever super chat, and it couldn't be for a better occasion. We wish you the best to you and your new family. Congrats from Ryan and Mary. Thanks, guys. Yeah, and Hoo Hoo USA is here again. Welcome. It's nice to see everybody. Alpha Rus official. I want to talk about the baby. I have to say it like that because it sounds like a Seinfeld episode. Go see the baby. Chris Rancy, thank you, Chris. Bela, thank you, Bela. Thanks for the message on Instagram as well. Brenda, thank you, Brenda. Wow, no, I want to talk about the baby, and I want to show a picture. What cats? Thank you. Oh, this is so nice of you guys. Congrats, lots of blessings to your Kanai and to your newborn. From my family to yours, lots of hugs to you and Kanai. From Yolanda, Jolanis, I think I got it right, Jolanis, your fan, my daughter. Hey, Jolanis, John, and myself. That's really good. Failed offerings for the new Sakurako-chan. If it was a girl, that would be a great name. I had students named Sakurako. It's like the child of Sakura, which is kind of sad because Sakura have a really short life, so not a lot of kids are named Sakura because they don't live forever, but none of us do anyways. Life is short and it should be a blessing, right? Katayama's in the house, dancing it up. How you doing, Katayama? It's my brother from another mother. And Matthew, my sister, and I love John. Congratulations to you and your wife. Thank you, Matthew. This is the best community we have in the entire, on the internet, I think. On YouTube for sure. Peter writes in here, congrats. If you haven't decided on a name yet, I've always liked Yugen, as in Wabi Sabi Yugen for a name. If not as first name, maybe as a middle name. Peter, you know, one thing, Peter, they actually don't have middle names in Japan. And I'm learning this. It kind of makes things complicated to compromise with my wife. But I'm going to let her have the reins, and I'm going to give her my input and let her make the decision. I think that she earned it by what I saw that the other night. Last night, but 2 nights ago. Wow, time just flying by. She really did a great job, and yeah, it's whatever she wants to name the kid, I'm okay with almost. There's some vetoes. I'm impartial to the name Wolfgang right now. It means Path of the Wolf. It's a German name. Very strong name. Wolfgang, Mozart too. No one messes with Wolfgang. I'll tell you that. It's just, you know. People tried to mess with Mozart. Mozart, actually, he destroyed himself. It's kind of not a great story. Let me rethink that. If Spaceboat does make an appearance, I will show you to you. And yes, Paolo, who's a friend, his son and my son are in the same grade now. They will probably be because he was born earlier in this year. Japanese school starts April to April. So the last day, if he was born after April 1st, he would be in another year. So they're actually the same year. Italian Bombshell's here. Hey, welcome to the new web, baby doll. You are loved already. John and Kanai, you'll be the best parents. This is Kanai's #1 fan. So many blessings to you both. Mandy and I send our loves, and we sending our big love to Mandy. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that later. But I'm so happy, Tracy Lee, to hear from you. That's so nice. Wow, so many wonderful messages here. I wanted to get to the baby. Carol, special love to Kanai, long distance hugs. Congratulations to all. James Hoadley, thank you. Dan, look at this, so super congratulations. Thank you, Dan. Very nice. Garrett Nolan, thank you, congratulations. Stephen Tron. Oh, I know all these names from Patreon too. Wow. I don't want to miss anybody because I'm so grateful. Andy's Taxes. You look happy but tired, in need of extra cup of strong coffee. Yeah. Actually, I'm trying to drink more green tea because coffees are giving me a stomach ache, but I definitely need, maybe I earned a strong cup today. I feel like I do. Creative content, new to your channel, congrats to your family. Creative content, thank you from Australia. I can tell there. James Pressler, thank you for the diaper fund. Trust me, this baby's getting premium diapers thanks to you because this has been so generous. All right, I want to get to talk about the story. Omedetou John and Kanai from Singapore, Florence. That's my good friend in Singapore. That's so wonderful. And Photo Look Hawaii's here. Hey, John and Kanai, I gotta ask Luke, I gotta get in touch with Luke about fathering too. He's a great father to Austin, who's so big. When Austin and Luke and Cheryl came to Japan many years ago now, he was so small, and last time I saw Luke in a picture, he was like massive. I can't imagine how quickly the kid's gonna be growing up, Luke. If he's anything like Austin, he's gonna be huge. He's gonna be bigger than me. Candy Wong from Hong Kong, thank you. Gamer Pro, double sweet as you hit 100,000. I can't, Gamer Pro, there's so many wonderful comments here. I can't even, and thank you all for the congratulations. I see them all. I'm trying to thank everybody. Jesse 112886. How did you keep it a secret? I want to talk about that. Everyone's being so generous here. Austin, LA, congratulations. Blessing from San Diego. Possible name recommendations, Kenichiro. That's a good name. Which can be Kenny in English. It can. Everybody likes Kenny. Just a thought. So happy for the dog, Fanny. Oh, thank you. That's, wow, Jim Mendenhall. Congrats to both of you. Your whole family was happy to hear about your new baby today. Blessings to all of you. Oh, wow. I'm deeply sorry if I missed anybody's. It was coming in hot and strong. Carol, I think I said thank you to Carol and Peter and John and Tom and Katayama and Failed Offerings. You guys are so great. And all right, thanks. This is crazy. We hit 100,000 subscribers on the main channel, and I want to thank my friends Dan and Lincoln at the What's Inside channel. They have like 7 million subscribers. Hey, nobody invited you, but you're welcome, because I'm a father and I want to make peace with you, pigeon, and your bird people. Okay? You're invited here. They probably remember me from the last time I was here. Look, always show respect now to the birds. There's more of them than us, right? Double blessing. I didn't bring anything, birds. I'm really sorry. They know me. You know, I can raise the stick. There's not a lot of wind today. It's pretty cool. Look at that. I got all hands on deck. Let me get the mic up here. All right, so how did we keep it a secret for so long? That was not easy. Yeah, a lot of shots. I think that's Aiken. Aiken, thank you, Aiken. And Betty C, congrats to both of you. I see so many familiar faces. Aiken, I know Aiken from the dog emoji. Blessings from India, can't wait to see Dov Jr. Hopefully we'll be in India really soon. We're really looking forward to showing our family down in India the new baby too. Christian Hansen, got a message from my cousin on Instagram. Chicago African, if you can get the baby baby a middle name, you can have his name feel American. I know, and if his name starts with 2 J's, it can be JJ or something like that. We can do something really interesting with that. God, let's go from the start. I did feel bad a little bit congrats, many blessings to everyone that came from Iraq, Kalak. Thank you so much. It was hard to hide, and we talked about this a little bit because every parent is different, and I respect every parent's decision how to handle such a thing, because it's a personal thing. It's a family decision, and I talked with Kanai, and we just didn't want to pressure the baby. I have a lot of respect for YouTubers Texan and Tokyo. I think they wanted to start a family, and they just decided that they wanted to keep their lives more private, and I completely understand that too. They were really great YouTubers, and we always wish that they come back. I've met them a couple of times, but I mean, like, those decisions really do come into my mind. How do I react? How do we as a family be YouTubers? Because that's my profession. I don't see myself as a YouTuber, but as a creator, because I don't do just YouTube. But I'm very much, this channel is very much like a vlog. It's live and I share with you. And I didn't want to do it the same way as everybody else. I love the fact that, for example, Kimono Mom and her daughter are so close together in the videos. I just don't know if that's the way we want to go, because Kanai doesn't have the same kind of I don't know, desire to be a YouTuber yet. But I wanted to give her the option, you know. I didn't want to say like, oh, this is the way, or oh, we can get the kids tuition. Like, that's not the reason why I did YouTube in the first place at all. Any success is just a blessing, and it's really a good thing. But I want to give my family the chance to decide. They don't have to do what I do, you know. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes that some people might make, is pressuring to do things your way. And sometimes you have to listen, and sometimes you have to slow down. And there's really no rush, because for me, YouTube's always been a marathon. It's not a sprint. I'm not in a hurry to get anywhere. The new channel, I wanted people to come back and be surprised and find 10 to 20 videos and say, whoa, John's back, and there's 20 videos. I can binge watch the channel again. Like, that makes me feel really happy, and I think you earn your subscribers. And what I'm just trying to say is, like, the kid is young, and I don't want to have put a camera at him so much at this young age. I want him to grow up not with a digital camera and having pictures taken of him so much, although it's very hard to not do that. It's very hard to not do that. I'm a little tired. Thank you, Archong89. Congrats again. Combined 2 lucky numbers. I know, wonderful. We can't get things under control here in the US. You can bring your kids home. I hope so. Richard, thank you, Richard. It's so nice to see. Mario's Challenge Adventure, congrats on your first baby, and many more. We have some new members here. Chris, thank you for joining as a member. That's real nice. I think I said thanks to Chicago African. Always, I'm so happy to see Chicago African here. Yeah, you know, so that's just the decision that we came up with. So that played a big part in not showing you the baby, or trying to be not sneaky about it. Talk about sneaky. How did you sneak up on us, Spaceboat? It's crazy. That is just the most beautiful boat in the entire world. Look at Spaceboat. Dive, Spaceboat, dive. Do it for the people. I'm always waiting for that moment when the boat, well, that would mean that the boat would be sinking, actually. That's not as good as you think it is, but it's a beautiful boat. I should be working with them, but I'm not. I'm just a respectful citizen. Might have influenced people to ride the Spaceboat, but you should anyways, because it's just awesome. They don't call it Spaceboat, which is a big mistake. I do. Because space is awesome. Especially when you don't have any in Tokyo. See what I did there? Hey, Bin Delang, thank you. Vin Ledang, I got it right, thank you. Oh, that's so kind of you. The kindness and generosity of our community is just extraordinary. I wanted to talk about the baby, because yesterday was pretty just amazing yesterday. Failed offerings. Wait, do the baby and I share a birthday? What day was it? It was March 14th. March 14th was the magical day, which was yesterday. Baby was born in the middle of the night, and I didn't want the baby to be born on the 13th. I don't know, just maybe superstitious, 313. But Kanai held out, not because she wanted to, until the 14th, and the baby was born in the middle of the night, which is kind of neat because it's very quiet at the hospital at that time. So we don't have a name yet, and I did ask some names. Pi Day too. There were so many things. All right, let me just go over it. Okay, number one, the baby was born. Okay, that's going to be the number one thing. Number two, the channel hit 100,000. The new channel hit 100,000 subscribers, which is a huge milestone for the community. Okay. Number three, 314 is Pi Day. 3.14, which is pi, pi, which maybe could figure into the name. I don't know. People have been suggesting it. Alera, congratulations for name suggestions. Maybe Akahiru. Ooh, I'm gonna suggest this all to Kanai. She's gonna make the final decision. Seems like a strong name indeed. I was going through samurai names, and Kanai rejected them all. She said they're too old-fashioned. Like, who would not want to name their child after the former shogun, Ieyasu? Like, imagine him going to school. Like, they'll say, okay, Akihiro, Keita, Kei, Kai, Ieyasu. Like, all the kids would stop and turn and look and just respect that kid just based on name. right? Am I wrong? Haruki is a good name. Cody, that's actually, Haruki's a nice name. All right, you know what, there's a lot of them. Kenji sounds like Benji the dog though, and I like Benji, but I don't know. But then I wanted to name the baby Kiki if it was a girl, because I really like my hamster Kiki. I don't know. You know, naming, I wish that the baby could give me a sign. I'm always looking at signs. Not actual signs, but maybe something from the situation that might give me a hint of what. Pi Day is a big one. Kampai, which is Kanai plus P. I think you might be barking up the wrong tree. Or it does seem like the right tree to me as somebody who likes pie. Jun is a great name, all right? And Kaoru. Who wrote Yakuza? No, that's not even a real name for people. Actually, that's not something you should be saying around here. Oh yeah, okay, we're gonna name the kid that. He's gonna walk into Japanese school with that name. The kid's he's not gonna have any friends. And if he does, they're all gonna be friends that are pretty, if I dare say, badass. I don't know. No one's gonna mess with him then. Katrina Johnson, congratulations, John and Kanai. I'm so happy for your family. Thank you, Katrina. You know, Katrina's last name is Johnson. Some people are recommending Johnson as a name because it's the son of John. Johnson. I don't know. When you ask the public, it gets a little weird out there. Someone once told me to yell the child's name 3 times. If you still like the name, go for it. I think you have to yell it and then whisper it. I guess if you're yelling it because you yell at the kid, right? Y.E. Ga-san, John-san, Kanai-san, omedetou gozaimasu, John-san. Anata mo oto-san desu. Yes, we're both papas. Thanks for that message. That's so kind. Raven Centeno. You want a historical name? Ryoma. I know. Trust me. I'm trying to get strong samurai names. Kanai's not going for it. She's too smart. The kid will never be able to live up to, I don't want the kid to feel like he's got to live up to somebody else. I want him to live up to his. You know, I want him to make his own path, which is why Wolfgang is awesome. It's Path of the Wolf, man. I don't know why more kids are not named Wolfgang around the world, right? German language is pretty strong and it's awesome. I don't know. Sounds it. And my last name is German. This kid is such a mixed baby too. He's Indian. He's my father's background, German and English. My last name is German. Now he's Japanese. I think there's some Polish in there somewhere. There's some Kiwi, but I'm not Maori Kiwi, which means it's probably English. Not sure. At least it's a very sea-loving family, so Kai might be a great name. Raven Daub. Look, sounds too much like Toby. No Raven has been vetoed. Nothing with Edgar Allan Poe. No Allan, no Edgar, okay? Him and his ravens. I went to his house in Baltimore too. I know all about the story. Some wonderful names, and actually I was looking at the comments, so you can't even see it here, that everybody wrote. We had over 1,000 comments. There's Marissa's comment there. I've been looking at your comments and actually taking into consideration all of the names that have come in here. That is not one of them. Who wrote that? Hello, hi, 821. Oh my gosh. He's probably here moderating too. And look, just because my name is John and I'm a papa does not mean I'm eating that pizza, all right? Although it is that garlic sauce, I wish we had that here in Japan. With those jalapenos, oh my gosh. We don't have Papa John's here. Akashi's a great name. So the decision to hide the child. This story's in pieces thanks to your generosity, okay? Look, I've got to put like a chapter menu in here to make this actually make sense. I tried to do a second one because it was just so many comments coming in, but you did it to me again. Papa John is, that's my name. Papa Daub, Papa Pizza Pie, Raiden, Daisuke. Daisuke's a good one. I've had some good friends with that name. We'll see. The reasoning for me not having a name right away is because that I didn't want the baby to have to live up to some legacy, and I wanted to get to know him. Jacob Kai Daub. That's a pretty nice, that's a strong name. I wanted him to to show himself a little bit naturally, because babies have not been influenced by anything. This is the beautiful thing. In fact, I told my friend Paolo just yesterday, I said, I'm not happy with the baby being in the room with the other babies. All right? There's like a big room and all the other babies are crybabies. They're just crying. And our baby didn't cry much at all. It's a good baby. I do not want that baby to be corrupted by the other babies. The other babies are a bunch of crybabies. And look, people are influenced by other people. He's going to be a crybaby, and if he is, it's going to be because of the other babies. So I'm very much like, I think it's time to get out of that hospital. Right? I don't cry much at all, really. So we'll see about that. And I want to see his personality. I've noticed that he looks a little bit like Kanai's dad, which is Ray is a good. I'm gonna go back and read the chat and look at Gundam is not a name, okay? That's Mobile Suits. I'm gonna go back and take a look at some of your suggestions and stop. No anime characters. Just because you like an anime doesn't mean I'm gonna name it after an anime character. It's not real life, people. Although it sometimes looks real. It's not. Failed offerings. The baby is a Pisces. Really? I thought it was an Aquarius. No, that's what I am. I'm an Aquarius, like the drink. Nagisa's a good name for a boy or a girl. Miss Antiflow, congratulations for Canada. It isn't much, but please trust me, Miss. I'm so appreciative. Even if you just click that like button, trust me. Right now I'm the luckiest man in the entire world. Warren Von Toronto, nice to see you again, Warren. Love from Canada, God bless you. What about naming her after the city of Tokyo? That is a lot to live up to, though. Robert Rod, welcome baby doll. Congratulations to the beaming proud dad and mother, blessings in the little one. I hope that the wind is okay. It is kind of windy here. I'm not, Nick, I've seen Seinfeld. Seven did not go well for George out the entire episode. Just because it's Mickey Mantle's number and he was a good player, let's face it, you know, he didn't hit the most home runs and he didn't have the best batting average, but he was a solid slugger and he had bad knees. I have bad knees now too. It's been hard to run on. So going back to the story, we did a good job of hiding it because we didn't want it to impact the streams, and we didn't want it to impact and here's something for parents to understand. You know, Kanai and I have been at this for a while, and you don't know what's going to happen with the baby, right? You don't know what's going to happen through this process, and when you do say something publicly, it puts a lot of pressure on the family, and things can go wrong too. And we didn't want to jinx it. What? 2 and 1? This is a lucky day. The 15th is turning out to be Spaceboat Day. Mark your calendars. March 15th. You're seeing 2 of 3 already. If the third one comes, I will be blown away. It's incredible. Wow. Jose, thank you. Hiro is top of the list, man. Joe Sada Toshiro is on the list. It's beautiful. Spaceboat is even on the list now. It's true. My list included, okay, all right, you know what, how I'm a creative person, so I'm not a rational person. You have to have some sort of insanity in order to be a creative person, which makes a lot of creative people really bad at business. So successful creators are both insane and have a way to control it and be able to really sell their ideas. That's how you get to be successful. I'm more of the insane type. So I was watching Prison Break. Michio is a strong name. It is. I thought Sucre was a strong name, right? Lincoln, Warden. I was thinking, like, what if this kid were to get arrested? He would need a strong name so he wouldn't become like one of Teabag's friends. So that did come in it was just something that I was thinking about. But I'm impacted by what I watch, which is why I don't watch a lot of YouTube. So you have to think, just don't think about your child, what his name should be for prison. Let him figure that out when he gets there, because I think you can tell your name as anything. You're more a number, aren't you? I don't know. So there's a slight insanity inside of me when I'm creative, because you need to think outside the box for sure. Don't let your kid be arrested. I'm not gonna, trust me. All right, I'm already worried about him being in a room full of other kids, okay? I can't even trust these kids, and they're not even a day old. You know, stop crying already. Our kid's not crying at all. All he does is he went right for the milk. I'm proud of him. He went straight for the milk. It was amazing. After 5 minutes, he found what he wanted. This kid's gonna be, he's a prodigy. You can see it in his eyes, and he's looking left and right. He knows what he knows what he wants. He's getting out there. A lot of questions. I think I'll let him answer them when he can talk. Okay, I'm not gonna spill the beans. And again, I want him to have all the privacy. Of course, you're gonna meet him. Hold on, you're gonna meet him. We'll do a baby shower maybe when Kanai brings the baby back, because it feels like, I don't know, you all are kind of, as I said yesterday, feels like we're kind of family. I know a lot of you from just the chats and commenting and stuff. I'll show you a picture really quickly. They're gonna be not great pictures. Okay, here. And make sure you click the like button. It's your commitment. Here. All right, there he is. You see that? So he kind of looks like me. He's got my big eyes. Kind of already smiling. I kind of am maybe too excited. Slightly too excited maybe. But yeah, Kanai look, she's pretty tired, but still actually could do it. Yeah. You see the kid went straight for the milk. Amazing. Proud. Peter and I had some fun discussions yesterday too about this. And Joji's suggestion for the name was Puma. And I asked Joji, this is my friend Peter's son. Peter's got a new channel, what's it called? Serial Talker, about crime in Japan. See, my friend Peter, he goes straight to crime. So his new channel is about crime, Serial Talker in Japan. So I asked his son Joji, I said, what's a good name? Because Joji goes to Japanese school. You figure Joji would know. He's a Japanese kid. You know, and he speaks really good English. And Joji said, Puma. And I said, why would you name your kid Puma? He said, because my dad's wearing a Puma shirt. I said, no, you don't get your inspiration by fashion labels. I'm not going to name the kid Puma. And then the name started to grow a little bit. Again, like if you yell it out 3 times. Puma. And if you saw, he had a lot of hair. Kuma. I like Leo. Leo because it's a lion. I got some good friends named Leo, and he has an extraordinary amount of hair. I was very impressed. More than me and Kanai. It's a good thing. Leo is up there because it's a name that can go both Japanese and English. But I think I was talking with another friend of mine who has kids. He's Canadian, and he told me that he named his kids after Japanese names because where he's from in Canada, the names are pretty good in Canada too. Japanese names, you know, there's some hard to say names, but for the most part, they're pretty. Dining with Derek. Hey, Derek. Thank you, Derek. I think in America now, names have gotten to the point where they can be a little bit creative, and Japanese names are kind of in style too. So we'll see. Again, like we have some time, and every time I go to visit, I learn a little bit more. Just after 12 hours when I went back to see the baby, he changed a lot. I didn't know that babies have like cone heads when they come out. I was a little bit shocked, but it went down, it went back to being a normal head, you know, so I just didn't know that. UFlip06, awesome news for you and Kanai. Name him Matthew. He'll be all right, all right, all right. Matthew's a good name too. So we hid it from you from 9 months successfully. The thumbnail of the picture is from the day before Kanai went to the hospital. And we took one more picture. The day that she gave birth, we were supposed to go to Odaiba to take pictures with her in pregnancy, and that's the last picture that we could take, which is crazy. Chris is also a good name. I think Chris is a good name because it can go either way, Japanese or English, I guess. Kurisu, I don't know. Again, like I have a friend named Chris, Chris Pepler, who's also a host. I don't want to talk about too much of his personal life, but he has, he's got his life too, and we talk about that, and I'm thankful for his advice as well. He's got a lot of it. Leon is a good name. Can I like that movie? You know The Professional with Natalie Portman when she was a kid? That outside of the USA is not called The Professional, it's called Leon. That's actually a good name, and I have some really good friends named Leon too. Yeah, I have a lot of Singaporean friends that are named Leon as well. It's a good name, strong name. Rion. Ryan. We'll see. We'll see. It's a good movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. Because of the comments and your generosity, I've been like speechless now. I've had to I'm backtrailing, and I'm really right now fluttering here in the wind. There's supposed to be a new live stream to try to answer your questions and talk about this a little bit. Okay, so last live stream, a good number of you, and I know the comments are going for cone heads. Just told them, and their heads will reshape, so don't let them lie down. We're not going to let them lie down in the crib, and we're trying to get the baby out of the hospital really quickly. If the baby goes to the maternity hospital, it gets to stay with Kanai, I believe. And we might do that because the ward that we live in, Chuoku, which is the central ward of Tokyo, they have a pretty good plan for kids. I guess there's not a lot of babies being born, so there's some incentives. So to stay in a maternity hospital was something we thought about doing, so Kanai might do that. We thought about a week. Also, the baby's a little bit underweight. We thought about a week, but I think, I'll leave it up to Kanai. If she wants to spend just 3 days, she can do that and then come home. But because the baby was born a little early, I'm trying really hard to finish as much work as I can, editing videos. There's a 100,000 subscriber video. There's the Kickstarter project, which obviously has been delayed a little bit because of all the stuff going on around that I did not expect. Learning, reading, preparing, shopping, stopping, listening, taking commands. Do my best. So I'm hustling to get that done because I know when Kanai does come home, all hands on deck, right? So we hid that to you for 9 months for a reason, and we did it well. Even during the quarantine when we're doing stay-at-home episodes, if you go back and watch the episodes, try to tell me at what point you could tell, all right? I'm kind of curious to hear your feedback. A lot of people could tell in that Costco video about 3 days ago. Because the camera was like this, you couldn't see from the waist down, or from the top down, so it was pretty easy to hide. But yeah, many people say Kanai was glowing. She wore thicker clothes and baggier clothes to hide it, and she did a pretty good job. She's quite thin, so it's hard to tell, but she had quite a bump there. The fireworks episode, you did not. Fireworks episode was in October. Really? That long ago? You could tell. Some people, all right, and I want to apologize to people that might have made comments that were obvious. The moderators might have deleted it. I want to apologize. It's not always fun to have your comments deleted. I understand that. But come on, you can't give away the movie. Just because you realize something, don't tell the whole world. Sometimes it's smart to let the world find out for themselves, okay? So I did ask the moderators to delete any comments that were too obvious that might have given away the surprise. And they did a really good job with it. And it's my fault, not theirs. And just to let you know, because we have, some people might call them the fun police, but there's a reason why. And I'm so glad that they are sometimes really tough, because it's what you see in the chat is a reflection of me, and the playback is also important in the YouTube's algorithms, and a lot of creators have gotten in trouble for having the Wild West as their chat, okay? It's just, I just want to put that out there, because I do respect the moderators, and nobody is perfect, I understand that, but they do an amazing job. Without them, I don't think I could do a live stream as often as I do them without them, so I just want to say thank you. And I'm talking about all the moderators going back since I started this. Tim, I'm talking about my friend Tim there in Wisconsin, who wow, is one of the kindest people I know. JJ Harris. JJ, it was one of the names, because if the middle name is J and the first name is J, we have JJ, and that's a really cool name, JJ. And I'm so happy that it was you that gave the chat, because the name's now in my head now. So we hid it for you for 9 months. I got to go back and get this story out. Oh my gosh. And I was so happy when I found out. We kind of knew. And we started planning right away, and then we talked about it, and then we came up with it. Let's not release anything. Let's not jinx it. Let's keep it a secret. And then, if anything, people are going to be really happy on the day, because then it'll feel like you're sharing really great news with them instead of knowing 6 months in advance. I think it's good now to just know the news, and then I can get back to just making videos. I haven't thought about that. You know, I talked about it a little bit yesterday with Kanai about having a family podcast, Only in Japan Family, Only in Japan Kids. My friend Dan with What's Inside has a What's Inside Family. That's an awesome second channel. He's a great father, and I met his kids. I met all the kids when they came to Japan, and they're just extraordinary kids. They're so friendly, so energetic, and they're just kids. Not anymore, though. It's been like a few years. But like, what an incredible father, and you know, like, would be awesome to have a family channel too. But again, like, I want to see how the family shapes up and everything, and there's no need to rush into it. There's no Von in there, thanks to Peter. Somebody said name him Von Gom Dob. Why would I do that? Look, Peter does not need to be inflated more than he is. Although he's not that inflated, he's actually a pretty nice guy. Enyo's an interesting name. I'm gonna run by this. I'm gonna make a list and run them all by Kanai. She is the final decision maker. I said basically in these 42 minutes nothing that I really wanted to tell you. Thanks a lot, guys, for being so kind. I like Mike a lot too. Mike is a cool name. Not after my friend Mike Chen, but Mike, just Mike is a name. I get a lot of friends named Mike, and they're always really good guys and good friends, right? Nicholas is also a good name. Nicholas Lazak, get him a Newsboy hat. Totally, he's gonna get a hat. Where he's gonna have a little hat just like this. Actually, Nicholas, thanks. Nicholas, I'm gonna put in the order today and see if I can get the smallest size possible. This is gonna be awesome. Nicholas that'll be like a mini me. How awesome is that? Okay, what did I want to talk about? Look at this, live streams are hard. I might have to do this and just upload it, okay? Because it's too hard with all of your wonderful comments and everything going on around here, okay? David Wilcox, Daniel, look, if I need anything having to do with Cobra Kai or Karate Kid, it would be really hard. Italian Bombshell, Enyo, I'm gonna recommend that, okay? We will see, because Kanai will have the final say in this. Kanai will have the final say. Ramsey Silent, I knew about 4 months ago. You did not, did you? You probably did. You probably did. But did not want to give anything away, so I stayed out of the chat. That's nice of you. Look, I have to be honest with you. Jay Burden, thank you. Non-creative 11, my gosh, thank you. And Derek again, I want to say thank you to Derek. I did leave breadcrumbs. I might have let things slip, but recovered. I'm okay speaking off the cuff. I don't make too many mistakes, okay? I try to have fun. Everything is in humor when it is a mistake, by the way. Some people don't take it like that, but it always is. Field offerings. I could tell during the live stream when Kanai wouldn't come out of the sitting room behind you to say hi. You couldn't even see her. How could you tell? She's not 100% comfortable being a YouTuber. So how could you tell just because she wouldn't be? But it's interesting that you said that. Daniel writes in, he likes Daniel. Of course, Daniel, you would write that in. But I respect you for that, because that came with a $20 super chat. But Daniel, okay, I'll put it on the list. I cannot say that she will say yes, okay? I can't promise that, Daniel. It's a good name. Reminds me of Hello Kitty's boyfriend or brother, Dear Daniel. It's a good name. Glenn. Glenn. I've already the first name I said was definitely Jack. Jack Bauer, Jack in the Box, Jack saves the world, man. Jack in the Box maybe doesn't. Surprises your world. Jack is a world-changing name. It's a good Jack of all trades. Jack Kennedy, Jackson. I'm not gonna go Jaxon. That's just too trendy, stylish. But I like Xavier. Blackjack. I was never good at that game. Jack Hammer. Was it because you can hear Jack Hammer on the other side of the river? Samurai Jack. Look, Jack Sparrow. Right, Jack Ryan. Make newborn newsboy hats. Misty's got a good idea there. Cobra, like Cobra Kai. Look, Nosh, that's like Kanai's top 5 name, okay? And there's a good chance that she names the kid Kai. And if he does, that would be my nemesis for the history of ever. Look, and what was Mr. Miyagi's first name? Do you remember Mr. Miyagi? Did he have a first name? Tetsuo, maybe? Jackie's not, that's actually a pretty cool name. Thanks. If Jackie Chan didn't have Jackie as his name, it wouldn't be as cool as it is. Okay. And if you're watching this in playback, look at the live stream. Everybody, James Bond Daub. Look, Shane, look, after I think about the name, it actually sounds really cool. Imagine in school, the name is Daub, James Bond Daub. I can't argue with that, Shane. There's nothing to argue with. I'm gonna put it on the list. I have to put it, because of your suggestions, I have no choice but to just leave it into the hands of higher powers, Kanai. Hercules is good. Just go watch the movie 300 and come up with a whole name, a list, and I'll put that on my list. Watch 300. Some Herculean names. Herculean. Gabe is a good name. Also make sure read my other super chats. I will. I had some good suggestions. Yeah, boy, Gabe. I will check it out. Ellis, congratulations, my friends. All the best to you, Kanai, and the little baby underbar. Ellis is a good name, too. I like David. I have some good friends named David. Davids are pretty smart, too. What do you think, Alice? Clint? Kanai already thinks my dad looks like a Clint. Kanai thinks my dad looks like Clint Eastwood, because he's got a Clint Eastwood face. It's really bright. I'm gonna move to the other side here, so my face is in a shadow. Ruthie's here. I love Xavier and Kai. Get her some awesome flowers when she comes. I will do that, but I can't because St. Luke's won't let me bring them in. And do not send flowers to St. Luke's, everybody. I accidentally let the name of the hospital slip and I just did it again. They won't accept them because of the protocols, okay? Just no presents to the hospital. But Ruthie, I will 100% take care of her, and she's getting a huge hug from one of my best friends here. Hana for some Hana. Hana for my Hana. She has a Hana too. Raf, Okonomiyaki would be a great name. No, it would not, Raf. And how dare you, when I'm hungry, say that. Sure, I can believe it. G-Mon Threefold. Thank you, guys. Wow. Rotunner, congrats on the new addition to your family. I don't know the name. Mr. Seiichi. Again, like I'm kind of hesitant to give her the name Mr. Seiichi. I don't know. We'll come up with something really good, but I always think that names should have a meaning, and I just think it's good to think about it. Hey, Brandania, I think it's good to think about the name, and every day every hour he's changing. I'm getting to know him, and that's really cool. So probably in the next day or two, I will announce the name. Not in a live stream. I don't have to do baby live streams every time, although it is tempting as a father now. What did Bela write in here? When Bela speaks, always listen. I love what you're doing this stream where you introduce Kanai to us for the first time. Bela, this is right here. Yeah. I always come here because this is the best spot in Tokyo. And a lot of other, check this out here. There's a point here, right? This is the best spot where the river just converges and you can just get this wide view, and you don't get that a lot in the city of Tokyo. Open space like this. This is the best spot. If you do come to Japan, come here. It's awesome. When Bela, and by the way, everyone in the chat, when Bela speaks, listen. Guy knows what he's talking about. He's from Chicago. Hello there. Tough. Mr. Miyagi, first name, Nariyoshi. My suggestion would be Hideki. Nariyoshi. Wow. Really? Nariyoshi Miyagi. Is that an Okinawa name? But what was his real name? Pat was his real name, as in Pat Morita, because the actor. Interesting. Interesting. I will recommend that to her. Jake. Ezekiel. Ezekiel, these are names that are really popular in the list right now. Just watch Paolo from Tokyo Zebra's video on the kid getting the U.S. citizenship. Is your kid going to go the dual citizenship route as well? I think so. Archong89, why not give him the choice? Paolo's videos have been really good for me to watch, to get to know a little bit more about the process. He's 6. I don't even have to redo them because he did a good job with them. But 6 months in, 6 or more months in now, I'm learning from him a lot because he's gone through the whole process, and he researched it so well. Awesome resource. Yeah, great videos. Hard worker he is. Noriyuki Pat Morita. I bet you when we do go to the U.S. Embassy, that would get a lot of respect as a middle name. I do like Lincoln too. It's a really good name. My friend's kid just transitioned to the now chose Ezekiel. It's a strong name, man. That was a name from Ezekiel from Walking Dead. And that's another influential show for names. Just go, Rick. Rick's a, Cobra. Look, Lance. No X-rated names, okay? Anyone named Lance automatically, gets into a new category, okay? Just so you know. All right, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to do a live stream where I'm not live. I can't do this because all these names are coming in and stuff. I can't keep up. All right, to make a long story short, Winnie, that Mike is on the list, and Akio too. This is a very long list. We hid it from you for 9 months. I'm not sorry. We want to make the call a little bit later on whether or not he wants to be a public figure or not. I want to get to know him, and I think by observing, you can really get to know a lot of things about your child. I don't want him to live up. I don't want him to do what I do. I want him to find his own path, which is why I actually like the name Wolfgang. Just sounds. Wolfgang was Mozart's name, but it also means path of the wolf, not a gang of wolves, but path of the wolf. I don't know. I'm gonna let Kanai make the decision. I don't think that's on her list. So we hid it from you, and now the baby's born. Now I'm thinking about a lot of things. We're preparing the house. We don't have an address yet for you to send gifts. I'm really sorry. We wouldn't have any space for it either. We don't have a lot of space. We might use these super chats to move into a bigger apartment. I think we could do that now. Might do that. Yeah, for me, and I'll say this, I'm gonna have to record it and upload it because this has to be a video that's tight. I think this video is for us watching live. For me as a person though, like, I'm saying this off of the cuff because I just thought of it. I think that I didn't know how much this would change me and everybody had already told me this. I didn't know how much it would actually, and you can't until you have a kid, how much it will change you until you actually are there and you see the kid. Whether you're adopting a kid and you're holding the kid the baby in your hands for the first time, or you're there at the birth of it, unless you don't know until you're actually in that position, and then your life does change. I asked Ruth about it too, like, and about how she came up with her name and a lot of mothers' experiences I asked about. My friend Lindsay, who lives here too, she's like family. We were just talking about it, take care of each other, and just listening to the other experiences. But like after you've gone through it, you understand why. And I think it's easy where a person's life can change as a result of this, and it is your whole purpose changes maybe, right? So having kids is going to be a crazy thing, and I haven't underestimated it, but I also realize that it's a great thing. I just don't want the kid to be like me. I want him to have his own path. And if I talk to him and teach him in that way, not trying to be like me, but to be more like the way he wants to be, and then maybe he will want to be like me. I don't know. Just I'll let him pick it naturally. Yeah. But I have a lot of fun what I do. I'm not gonna pick Elon, just because everybody told me to do that, and I'm a rebellious person, and I will do the opposite of what you tell me to do. It's true. Because I am very much like a kid. I know how they think. Because I never worked for a corporation. I never stopped thinking the way that I think. When I see pigeons, I can kind of understand what they want. They just want food and love, right? It's easy to understand. But they want more than what we think that they want. You have to figure that out by looking at them, looking into their eyes as they fly over me. Pigeons, crows. So we'll let it evolve. I'm already thinking about school. Kanai's taking the reins with this. She's very progressive thinking. Where does the kid go to school? I'm actually, can I be honest with you? I didn't tell you how this affects me as a dad. I'll do it in another video. I'll have to upload it. But Kanai's very forward thinking with this, like with schools and stuff. But like, to be honest with you, I feel bad because I don't want to go back to school, and I feel bad for him because he has to go to school. I liked school a little bit, but it's hard. I don't think I could go back and do it again. Maybe like the last 2 years of high school, if I know what I know, because then I would get all A's. But it was hard. I got bullied a lot in school. Mix V, congratulations to you, John and Kanai. Thanks, Mix. I got bullied a lot. Not just because I look like the Karate Kid. Okay, you know what? I did get in fights. I got in like 4 or 5 pretty massive fights. I never lost. I just want to put this out there. First fight that was of any serious consequence was a kid named Andy. Andy Lazo something. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't want to ruin the guy's reputation. I just seen. This is an amazing story. Okay. All right, just go along with it. All right. I'm not a fighter, but as a teenager, I did have a little bit of a temper. I think all teenagers trying to discover themselves, they do like to push the envelope a little bit. But I wasn't a popular kid, and I didn't have a ton of friends, and I did get picked on quite a bit. But I didn't really fight back until there was a kid who was kind of a bully, but I knew I could take him. This was the same year that Rocky IV came out. 1980s, all right? It's awesome decade. Kabola, thank you. Congratulations to John Kanai from Denmark. For the family, I posted in the comments in the last video, my suggestion was Kenichi. It's a good name. It's right after Rocky IV, all right? And Andy, he said something really bad, and then I don't know how it went down exactly, but I will tell you how he started it. All right, and he started it totally. I finished it, man. All right, Sean, congratulations, John. Can I enjoy some takeout? I will buy her. There's a Thai restaurant over there in Hachobori. I will get something for her for that. Sean, thank you. She loves Thai food. I took him down, man. He started it. I think he threw a snowball in my face and then said something. And I saw Rocky 4, and he was my Dolph Lundgren. I took him down hard, man. And I'm pretty sure I did some damage. No, actually, that was my second fight. My first fight was a guy named Jeff. And I'm pretty sure I knocked out a tooth. I got in trouble, sort of. I don't think his parents wanted to, he made fun of me and I let loose. That was also after, was that Rocky 3? I just remember the fight with Andy was at Rocky 4. Don't mess with any kid after they watch a Rocky movie. Seriously, I destroyed that kid. It was the roundhouse, and I was relentless, and I didn't want to give up. I was Cobra Kai, okay? I scared myself. I'm a peace-loving man. But sometimes you have to fight in life. Jeff was only one punch. I had one punch. It was a roundhouse. Look, I'm like 9, 10, or 11 years old, okay? This is like 1980s. All right? I was like I was 10 or under. Roundhouse to the face, knocked out a tooth. Probably a baby tooth. All right? It wasn't a big deal. I know his mom called my mom. My mom did not congratulate me. I got in trouble. But I believe there may have been a slight amount of pride in the fact that I knocked out a tooth. I don't remember. I do know I did get in trouble, right? And if my kid does something like that, he's gonna get in trouble, all right? Peace, love and peace, and if he started it, that's something else, we'll talk about it, okay? There's a lot of gray area. But look, and I'm talking to the kid, right, my son, look, there's two sides to the story. I will confirm the other side. I'll believe you, but I will confirm. Everybody does that. There's two sides to the story. So you can size up what kind of parent I'm going to be, so you know. Happy for you and Kanai, wishing you all the best. You're going to be great parents. Long time coming, first time parent. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mike is here. Hey, Mike. Another good name. Thanks, Mike. Is that Mix? Gosh, I have to say thank you to Sean M. I said thanks to Sean already. There's a type of Ray Ray. What a journey so far. Congrats. Been watching since 2014. Whoa. And inspiration. It's almost from the beginning. I started in 2013. Yeah, and I've gotten a lot. If you look at the earlier videos on a channel, maybe that maybe you shouldn't watch. I don't know. It's up to you. I've aged gracefully, mostly in the eyes, because I've seen a lot. Thank you all for watching. This did not go the way I planned it, but it went better than expected. I don't know. I'm gonna go see Kanai at 3 o'clock, and she's watching too, and she sends her love as well to all of you. She pushed really hard, and gosh, yesterday was the greatest day in my life. Not just because of that, but again, to us as a channel, we reached 100,000 subscribers, which is awesome. And then, so we reached 100,000 subscribers on the same day as the baby is born, which means that it gave me the feeling like I was kind of worried about restarting. I have to be honest with you. There's no financial certainty in having to restart a channel after you've been at the top. 14 months before, yesterday, I was literally receiving an award at YouTube Fan Fest, holding up, because I'm the channel creator of Only in Japan. I don't care who the channel owner is, I'm the creator. So I'm holding up a creator award from 1 million subscribers. And like that was 14 months ago, and my life was just turned upside down. And yesterday was the day where I knew everything was gonna be okay. Can you believe that? That those 14 months having to start over, it's humbling and it's very, very hard, but gosh, we hit 100,000 subscribers too as a community for the new channel on an idea, and I feel like it was the best decision. And wow, now I feel like I made the right decision. You know, you just don't when you're in that situation. A lot of people still ask me about what happened, and I'm not really ever going to get into it. I don't think I don't think you can YouTube is still a business, and I don't think it's good to talk about like the business side of it, because I would not trust anybody ever to talk about the business side of stuff. If you're so transparent with talking about everything, my life is one thing, but what happens behind the scenes, like it was just you all know how hard it was on me and Kanai, and there's not really, and it's over, and there's not really any reason to bring that up. But yesterday, and I bring it up now just because it's now finally behind us. We have 100,000 subscribers on the channel. It's verified. It means that you know, we have a community that, and I'm saying this in the video that I'm making now for the main channel to say thank you to everybody. We have fan videos that people had sent in saying only in Japan. That's a long time coming. I want to say thank you to everybody. But over the course of the last year, I don't think I was did not have high morale, and was a little bit sad and depressed about everything in the situation from going from there to there. But I don't feel like that anymore, because one, son was born, my objectives changed in life, and everything just became really clear. Second, any doubts that I had in the channel was like erased, because here we are, we're back with an amazing channel again. So I didn't have a problem with that. And number three, yesterday was the first day of spring. And I started this live stream showing you the cherry blossoms. And I'm going to end it with you, taking you up there right now to show you the cherry blossoms, because there's 1,700 people, and today is the first day. Oh, and go see this new video that I put on the new channel. What did the Japan earthquake feel like? It felt really scary. I actually went into a simulator, and they simulated the Great Tohoku earthquake and Kobe earthquake, and you could see from the start to the finish how it vibrated. It was actually emotional for me to have to relive the Great Tohoku earthquake again. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go take you to show the sakura blossoms. Craig Porter, thank you. My butt's all numb too from sitting there for so long. All right, let's take you up here. Tortora Porco, I found your channel because of COVID. Really? Because of the updates. And I've been so glad that you've been part of the community ever since. Nick is here. Nick, for congratulatory Thai food. She's gonna be so happy. I'll have to ask the hospital if I can bring that in. Oh, sorry about that. A lot of talking. Kanai is she's Japanese, but she also is, she likes Thailand so much that, wow, when we went there, she's like a Thai girl. She just talks about Thailand and Thai food, and she just loves Thai culture. These are the cherry blossom trees. Do you see them? And I'm going to show you a couple of blossoms. It officially started yesterday. There are more than 5 blossoms on the index tree at Yasukuni Shrine, signaling the start of the Tokyo 2021 Sakura Festival. Of course, they're going to be held a lot differently than before, but because of the COVID, but there are 3 of them. This is Some Yoshino, and we've been all waiting for this. And what a beautiful day it is. As we end the live stream on a high note, we end where we started. Do you see them right there? Some Yoshino cherry blossoms are now, at least these here, are the first out there, and the baby was born on the same day as cherry blossom seasons, and you see them blooming here, and we see a new baby, and there's so many symbols saying that life is going to be awesome. Look at that. And there's nobody around now. We have a lot of challenges in our lives. There are some times, and I'm saying this because I know that a lot of people are hurting because of COVID. One of the reasons why I do the live streams and I keep them up too, it makes me really happy, but it's also a time where I have to share with a lot of people who couldn't make it here to Japan. And a lot of people are just at home or have lost their jobs, and it's a really tough time. But I just want to say to everybody who is struggling, you're going to have really bad times in your life. Just a few days ago, I was like really, really depressed because of the anniversary of the Great Tohoku earthquake and tsunami, and having lived through that, and going up there and volunteering and hearing all those stories. It was an awful day. And then yesterday we had the day like we had. Like all these amazing things just happening at one time. Life is like that. And if you're thinking that it's really hard right now, trust me, it gets better. Everything goes up and everything goes down. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you. That was nice. I guess she knows too. My neighbors know. Wow. Look at that. She knew. She said congratulations, I think. Look at that. I was really shocked. People are watching the show. It's good news. Just like that. I'm telling you right now, we have the best community on YouTube by far. There are a couple blossoms over there. So the world gets better. And whenever I have a tough day now, for the rest of my life, I'll just go back. All I have to say is this date, March 14th, 2021. That's all I have to say. And I'm reminded of it now whenever I see our son, right? It's a beautiful thing. Kill snacks, we're working on it. Thanks so much, everybody. Only thing that would have made yesterday even better would be a spaceboat sighting. And Dan, we have to ride spaceboat when you come back, which I think could be sooner than later. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Thanks everybody so much. JC brought me a lot of joy since watching because of since the COVID started, and Hokage, Kain, congrats, been a long time watcher. Enjoy a drink on me. I will right now go get a drink. Maybe not the same type of drink you're thinking, but I will tonight. Maybe. It's, I'm waiting for Kanai to come back. It's definitely a reason to get some champagne. See you in the next live stream that might not be live because I don't think I can say everything I want to say. I'm just too happy. Bye from Tokyo, everybody. Pratik, thanks.